What's going on, everybody? It's your boy CampCode2313 back at again on the YouTube video, and today I am here with
Dallin, boys.
Yeah, that's what's up. He's back for tips and tricks part 3. So, just to start this off, make sure you do these, guys. It really helps you out. They're completely free. You get one every 4 hours, and honestly, it gives you parts that you need to be able to beat the campaign. It helps immensely, like that one, except for I don't have the Z28. But those are needed. Okay. So, for this video, what are we doing, Dallin?
I'm gonna do some tune setups for some different cars.
Exactly. Would you like to start with yours?
Alright, yeah. I got my Tier 1 Fiat 500 here. Max it all out, you know, every part. Put some fusion in it if you get it from the free crates like Cam was showing you. Those help a ton, get your car faster. So the tune I have on this car, I got my nitrous at BHP 133 for 3 seconds. And it's really good, gets going. Then you get your shifting final drive 3.08, helps a bunch, shifts good. Get your tire pressure at a 45-55 grip, grips you good, you'll get going right when you need to. Fiat 500, best car in the game.
I don't know if I'd go that far.
Okay, yeah, that's a little too far.
Alright. Anyways, so next car, we are going with the Scion FRS. This is the car that I used to be able to beat the Tier 1 boss. Upgrade-wise, I didn't max it all out. I have everything at Stage 5 except for my turbo, which is sitting here at Stage 4. There it is. So for my tune, any second now, there we go.
Should've got an iPhone.
For my tune, I have my nitrous at 128 for 3 seconds, final drive at 396, and my tire pressure at 55-45. If you change this at all, it will screw up the tune immensely. Don't change that as long as you're upgrading the car. What do you got next for us, Dallin?
Got my Rocket Bunny for beating the Tier 1. This car helps you a bunch when you're trying to do Tier 2, the Tier 2 boss. You get a buttload of money from it. And never mind, go with Cameron's. I just realized he's 3 points higher than me when it comes to the Evo points.
Alright, so let's look at my tune then. So what do you have for nitrous?
Nitrous? Oh, mine's at 133.
I got 134 for 2.7.
Mine's 133 for 2.7.
Drive?
4.11.
Tires?
32.
So yours is just off by 1 in the nitrous. Other way. So yeah, if you do it to 133 for 2.7, it kind of screws your tune on that one. Okay, so his still didn't change. Oh, mine's...
Oh, now mine's down by 1.
Yeah, his is 1 Evo point lower than mine, which is little blue numbers up there.
Oh well, I don't really know.
Anyways, so let's move on to your next car. What do you got for us?
Next car, I'm going to go with the Dodge SRT Hellcat. This car is amazing. You'll win so many races in this. It can beat some Tier 4 cars if you have it tuned right.
So here's my Hellcat. I didn't use it for my Tier 3, but I would highly recommend it if you have the money to spend for it.
So my tune on it for nitrous, I got a 130 for 2.8 seconds. My final drive is at a 2.12. It's pretty low, but you need it like that because it helps a lot. And then the tire pressure stays at 50-50. If you mess with this, it will slow your car down bad.
And that's what you use to beat the Tier 3 guy, right?
It is, yes. Tier 3.
How bad did you beat him?
I'm walking.
Yeah. So for my Tier 3, I used my Subi, as you could have seen in my last two videos. I don't remember which one I posted. But here it is right here. WRX STI. It's one of the cheaper ones to buy for Tier 3. And I liked it. It was easy to drive, but not as fast as I would have hoped for. It's completely maxed out. I have some fusion in it. So if you want that, it really helps you. Brake horsepower. Nitrous, 132 for 2.7. Gearing at a 4.13. Tires, 40-60. It's all-wheel drive, so acceleration more left than grip is. That's just how it works, I guess.
Game.
Yeah. Weird tunes. What you got for us next?
My next car I got is the VW Golf GTI. I wanted out of a free crate, but I thought I'd just max it out and just play around with it, just to have some fun. So for the upgrades on it, I maxed everything out. So keep that in mind. Maxing your cars out helps a bunch. And then my tune for nitrous is a 125 for 3 seconds. And I got a 2.68 final drive. Gearing's good on that car. My tire pressure will be at a 56/44 grip.
How fast is that car? About?
Not a clue. Never driven it.
Perfect. Sounds good to me. So, for my tier 3 car... Yeah, for my tier 3 car, I'm sorry, the STI is my tier 2 car. I use the Mustang GT Premium. It's the cheapest car to buy from the showroom if you're looking for a tier 3 car. But it's also one of the slowest cars. There was, a couple days ago, the Ford event. You remember that one?
I do.
I raced as much as I could in that one, and I got as much fusion parts as I can. So if we're looking through here, I have... Oh, wow, that was a terrible example. But I have fusion for a lot of my parts. And this, it really gave me the edge for when I was racing against the boss. I was able to beat him, and this is the tune that I used for it. It'll load. There it goes. A second now. There we go. Nitrous, 129 for 2.9 seconds. Gearing, 278. And tires, 68.32. And that was just fast enough to be able to take the boss's Mustang.
Oh, well done.
Well, thank you. What do you got next for us?
Next, I got the Mercedes AMG GT. You can get this car. There's a little, like $2 purchase you can get with bonus money in the car. I went ahead and bought that because it just seemed like a good deal.
So did I.
With the extra money. And so my tune on it is a... it's 137 for 2.6 seconds. The final drive is at a 3.33. And then my tire pressure is at 32/68. And with this car, you need to have the stage 6 upgrades and lots of fusion in it, or else you will not beat the boss. Since I didn't have stage 6 when I was going to face the boss, I went ahead and bought the super nitrous, and that just lets you win with this tune.
Yeah, this car is not fast enough to be able to beat him. I've seen people. You have to run at least 13.9, I think it is, just to be safe.
Yeah, so if you're gonna go ahead and spend the extra $1 or whatever it is on super nitrous and beat the boss, because the boss car is really nice. Gotta love him.
Oh, don't have any cars in here that are maxed. Actually, I think that's it for me. For mine. So you want to go ahead and do your Jag?
Yeah, so I got the boss car for tier 5, or tier 4 boss car. It's a tier 5 car. It's Victor's Project 7 Jaguar. And since it comes stage 6, it's super helpful. And you just have to tune it right. I tuned mine at a 65 nitrous for 1.5 seconds. My final drive is at a 2.68. And my tire pressure is at a 54/46. And this car is not the fastest when it comes to tier 5. They can beat like the first 2. But other than that, you're going to have to buy a tier 5 car that will actually get upgraded far. I went ahead and bought the Lamborghini. Still working on it though.
And I'm going to be working on my 488 Spider.
Excellent.
I think that's a good choice for me. Did we do this car yet? Mustang?
No, I skipped mine because mine's wrecked.
Nice. So here we have the tier 4 boss's car. The tier 3 boss's car. It's a tier 4 car. The HPE 750 Mustang. My tune gets me to 131 Evo points, and apparently his is higher than mine, so we're going to go with his. Wow, nice. What do you got?
So, my nitrous, I see yours is a little bit, yours lasts longer, but mine's at a 191.4. Okay, and you, why can't...
Mine doesn't go to 191.
I put fusion in mine.
You did?
Yeah.
Rating's the same. Yeah.
Okay, so we...
Wait, now mine's higher.
This game's broken, guys.
Alright, so let's go look at your tune.
Well, we have the same tune on this.
Yeah, tires?
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
So it's just the
Sorry about
nitrous.
that. Yeah, nitrous. So his goes a little bit higher. His goes to 199 for 4 seconds. Mine goes to 188. My Evo points are 1 higher than his.
So keep in mind, fusion does help. It will give you the edge. I put 2 common fusions in for my nitrous, and you see it gives me more boost. So that's a good example of what fusions do.
So I think that's it for the tunes that we have. But another huge question that I have been asked a lot in the comments is, what tips do we have for multiplayer races? And I don't race in them very often. And I know you don't race in them very often.
My tip is, if you can find a car that has the 3 bots in it, the 3 bots in the lobby, you just grind those guys, you can get your keys. I went on a 67 win streak against those guys, and then once I put one part in my car and upgraded it, my multiplayer thing was wrecked, and I have not done it since. I don't understand how any of these guys, most of them are usually hackers that max out their cars just to go and take your money just for fun. So I recommend not doing it at all.
So, I mean, we're sitting here in the lobby, and I got this guy challenging me. I have no idea what he's driving. Apparently it's an Audi. Didn't show me at all. But in the races, once you go beyond Tier 2, you'll notice that auto launch is gone. Where your nitro should be, there's a little launch button. And you really have to know your car when you get past that point. You will have to launch your car every single race on multiplayer.
Every race.
So if you haven't played it, it's kind of like Racing Rivals.
Mm-hmm.
So here's the launch button. If you look on the left of the screen, the Mustang is early first, and you have to press it to be able to drive, or your car will just sit the line. Come on. Was that only a quarter?
Yeah, with the quarter.
You normally race half.
I think it's once you get Tier 4. He's not a Tier 4 though, so that's...
Oh, that's true. Yeah. So, if you do Tier 4 versus Tier 4, it's a half mile.
Half mile, yeah.
If you do Tier 4 versus Tier 3 or lower, it's a quarter. So, if you look, my reaction time was absolutely garbage at a .217. He had a good one, a .017. But my car was more modified than his, and they come close, but they're not always as good as you think, because mine's all stage 6 and his is not.
Exactly.
Does that make sense? So, multiplayer tips: know your car. Try to race the same cars, and basically just learn the launch and get your reaction time down. What tips do you have for team races? Anything? People asking me how we grew our team so fast.
Have a good Instagram.
Yeah.
Get your team involved with each other. Put them in group chat so they can talk. Set down strict rules and limits of what you want, like per day, how many points you want, and just make sure everyone progresses. Kick out inactives. Just make sure you're being a good leader, and you know your team well.
Yeah. So my team, FGTF, is strictly Instagram based, as you can see. We got the Mustang. That's random. But if you look at our crew, we have one hacker. He got banned today, and I'm going to kick him as soon as we can. But all the guys in my team, I know them. I've been dealing with them for quite some time now, or I know them actually in person. There's me at the top, Dallin with me right now. Robert Lopez is from Instagram. I know whatever those little number thingies are. Arabic. Yeah. But
where's the hacker?
Right here.
Kick him out right now.
Nope, right here. Mod Rivals.
Holy crap.
Yep. So, this is my strict rule. I don't allow hackers in my team. The guy with 24 million, he's actually legit. He got that, and he's paid a lot of money to get there. But my rules for my team is, by the end of this event, we are not pushing for the Hellcat. By the end, you have to be on the Tier 4 boss. As you come down, we're ranked 1128th, 1.4 million. But a lot of the guys above us, they're hackers. Hands down. Dreamville, full of them. So, this is just my preference. I prefer no hackers in my team. Play it completely legit. I have to know you guys. And just get involved with your team. I talk with them on a daily basis. So,
smart.
Yeah. You got anything else?
Do your ladder races. Keep in mind, the final bonuses on those, huge winnings. That will give you a really good bonus when you're upgrading your car for the next tier.
True. And also look for key events. Not like important events, but actually for the keys. That's how I have got my keys, and I know that's how you've gotten yours. But if you keep opening crates, keep opening them, eventually you will score like I did with my Viper. This is a bronze crate win. I didn't buy this car. I didn't get it in silver. I opened it from the free bronze crates one day, and you guys can get it as well. You sometimes get crap, but you sometimes score. So look for those.
I keep winning Audi TTs.
You have 2 of them now?
Yeah, 2. I bought 2 Camaros, 2 Audi TTs, bunch of garbage.
All right. You'll eventually get something good, I promise. And to finish it off, last big question is the hoods and the doors and the trunks. I get that one a lot more than you think, and it's not your game, it's your phone. If you do not have a high resolution phone, you will not be able to open your hoods and stuff. With mine, I am playing on the Galaxy S6 Edge Plus. You got the iPhone
6s Plus.
And you're able to open them, right?
Of course.
So you got to have a high-res phone. You can't have just some old, worn-down Chinese something. But with different cars, higher classes, you'll be able to interact with them more. If you read the description, it says hoods, doors, trunks, and more. Like this one, 488 Spider. There's this beautiful thing right here. I can open my windows and close my windows, but it's got the roof. And this is kind of why it's led me to use this car for tier 5. And it's faster than the other 2 I have, which are my F12 and my Huracan. Its stock rating is higher than both of them. So yeah. I believe I've answered all your guys' questions. If you have any more, please leave a comment or hit me up on Instagram at t13d.whitebilly7street_F2TF or your Instagram.
Dallin with 3 L's. DALLLIN _with_3 L's. LS. L's.
That is a very long name, but you know, it works.
Or just hit up my personal, and it's Dallin with 3 L's, DALLLIN. But I usually don't go on that one, so just keep that in mind.
Alright guys, I believe this will wrap it up. This has been Camco 2313 and Dallin with a lot of L's. I hope you all have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.
I have 2 dumb VW.